We are back once again with another edition of The Steam, the show that keeps you up to date with not only Alabama State football, but news, updates, and coverage around the HBCU world as well. Well, the bowl selection show has came and went, and we have some news for Alabama State Hornet fans. We now know our fate as far as bowl season. So the Alabama State Hornets win the SWAC championship in Detroit. And their reward for it is that we're going back to Detroit. That's right, Hornet fans, get your tickets ready. We're playing the Maryland Terrapins in the Motor City Bowl. In other news, Marcus Pearman is the Heisman Trophy winner, the Boise State quarterback, winning it by a landslide with well over 300 first place votes. Chris Leak came in second, Adrian Peterson came in third. He not only won the Heisman Trophy, but Marcus Pearman also won the Maxwell Award for Best Offensive Player and the Best Quarterback Award, aka I believe this is the Davey O'Brien Award. And then look at this shocking news. Jackson State's coach takes home Coach of the Year despite Alabama State defeating them and winning the conference title. That's crazy. So as you see, Pearman winning the Best Quarterback Award, aka the Davey O'Brien, and then Nick Blunt wins the Doak Walker Award, which is very disappointing for me, because if you look at Justin Chambers' numbers, compare them to Nick Blunt's, I'm guessing this is based on competition. The man is almost at 1,900 yards rushing, could potentially have 2,000 yards before the season is over with. But it is what it is. Now, do y'all remember this cat right here? Former New York Giants wide receiver and North Carolina Tar Heel wide receiver Hakeem Nicks wins Best Wide Receiver, aka the Biletnikoff Award. And then look at Calvin Johnson. That man had over 1,300 yards and 14 touchdowns. Meanwhile, Andre Caldwell, I made a mistake on this, it's actually his brother Rashay Caldwell that passed away. Rest in peace to Rashay. But Andre Caldwell takes home the Best Returner Award. Now, as we go down the All-American list, you're going to see some shocking players, even players that I didn't think they were going to make it. You saw Chris Lee, you saw Nick Blunt. Look at that. Roddy Watts, as a true freshman, makes the first team All-American list. 44 pancakes on the season and only allowing 3 sacks. Now, as we continue to go down the list, you're going to see some more shocking players. Look at that. Charlie Hall, Charlie Wright, McNeil, Sims. We're going to go all the way down to this list. And look at that. Blake Rollins. He's going into this bowl game with 16 sacks, 42 tackles. Man, he balled out this year. Now let's look at the second team. There goes the man all the way from VA, Justin Chambers, with well over 3,000 yards of all-purpose, along with well over 20 touchdowns, almost 30 total touchdowns. So we're going down the second team All-American list, and I believe he was the only one on the second team All-American list as a Hornet. If my memory is correct, yes, that is right. Let's go down. There goes Dominique Collier, Rob Bennett. I'm very excited about how this team is going to look in season 3, man. I can't wait to see it. But it should be pretty good, man. We should be pretty good in season 3. I just can't wait to see how we look in this bowl game this year, after we got blown out last year by the Kansas State Wildcats. So we're going down the first team Max SWAC list. First team, look at Justin Chambers. Jason White made first team despite all the drop passes. The man could have easily had 40 receptions this season, but he continues to drop passes. Look at that. Alex Bird made it. Andrew Colt made the list with just 6 receptions, 4 of the 6 being touchdowns. That shows you how big touchdowns are in this game. You can have 20 carries. If 10 of them go for touchdowns, you're pretty much going to make the list. Roddy Watts as a Max SWAC first team player. As we continue to go down the list, there goes Mark Parks, Ricky Johnson, Marcus Novak. Who's that? That's Brandon Allen of Alcorn State. They're still on probation. Barry Cook was all over the field against us in the Max Sweat Championship game. Matt Spencer is a monster. Lance Franklin is nice. Travis Childs making the list. Chris Ford making the list. Baker, Blake Rollins, and then rounding out with the kicker and special teams. Bobby Newton made second team Max Sweat. I can't believe it. I was actually shocked by that. AJ Thompson ran up all over us when we played them early in the season. John Cohen made it with well under 1,000 yards rushing. Andrew Williams made second team, and he leads the team in touchdown receptions. David Lawrence is really nice, man. He's gonna make an NFL team really happy if he pops up on the Madden list. Look at Jesse Smith, the man we took from Redstone Arsenal up in Huntsville. He held his own weight on the offensive line. 5 pancakes, allowing no sacks all season. Great season for Jesse Smith, and he's just a true freshman. We look down the rest of the list, though. Some interesting players. Alan Jackson on the defensive tackle. Alex Phillips from Jackson State. Ron Hudson. Tim Thomas, somebody from Mississippi Valley, actually made it. Zach Mays, they have 2 of them. And then Jason Moore, the man that led the nation in pass deflections with 1 pick and 34 tackles. Kyle Gray, our two-way superstar from Decatur. Not only did he have over 1,500 yards rushing with 14 touchdowns, he threw for 2 touchdowns, and as well as making big plays on the defensive side. Colin Robinson, the man that just wreaks havoc as far as being a ball hawk, stripping the ball, getting to the quarterback, breaking up plays, and then Dustin Emmett, our kicker, rounds it out for the second team All Max Swag. Now we're going to look down to the Sun Belt, aka the MEAC list, starting with the second team. You're going to see mainly South Carolina State players and also Tennessee State players. But South Carolina State winning the MEAC Sun Belt was big because I know Tennessee State won it last season, and Tennessee State, I think, had the better team. But yeah, South Carolina State, they did the damn thing this year, winning their conference for the first time in this series. Oh yeah, there goes Finity, gave us hell. Now let's look at the first team real quick. I think the first team was mainly Tennessee State players, but you're going to see a good bit of South Carolina State players. Ron Russell up there, Travis Smith, Jay Hall. There goes Walker Mitchell on the offensive line, as well as McKenzie for the South Carolina State Bulldogs. And then there goes Crum. There goes Preston Williams, a freshman. There's a lot of freshmen on this list too, as well as the Mac and the Swag. Now on the defensive side, there goes Grant. There goes Seward. And then there goes Mangiero. And then look at the secondary. There goes Zipper Hall, who had that big interception against us while we were driving downfield. That was so heartbreaking. And then there goes the kicker and the punter running it out for the MEAC, aka the Sun Belt. Now let's look at the bowl games. You see the New Orleans Bowl is with Marshall and South Carolina State. Dynamo Bill for the GMAC Bowl is Southern Miss and the Jackson State Tigers. That's crazy that their coach won Coach of the Year, even though we won the conference and we beat them. And then let's look at, yeah, there we are, Detroit, Michigan. The Alabama State Hornets are taking on the Maryland Terrapins. Now remember, this is the 2006 season, so this will be Vernon Davis's senior season. He didn't do what he did in real life and committed to the draft after his junior year. So let's look at the big major bowl games. And there goes the Fiesta Bowl, the national championship game, with the Tennessee Volunteers of the SEC taking on the Virginia Tech Hokies of the ACC. Also keep in mind, Marcus Vick is the quarterback. So join us next time as we get ready to take on the Maryland Terrapins going back to Detroit. Thank you for watching. Peace.